everybody. Welcome back. Pretty much where I was when I left off from the last session, but I did go over to Ragnarok and make sure that all of my tames were fed. And I did change the feeding trough on this particular server because I really don't know yet if I can use the S trough or not, and I don't want to make a big unplayable area. I don't know all the issues with the Estro, just that it wasn't working for a while, so I just don't want to. I don't want to risk it. So I changed my feeding trough. I really want the refrigerated one that one of my server admins was talking about, but I haven't figured out how to use it or find it yet. So I may look into that and get that up and going here pretty soon too on all of my areas. But I mostly want to play on Ragnarok. I don't want this to be my main area, but I do just want to get a place, a nice little place up here so that I can play around on this server and kind of spread out a little bit on the servers that we're able to play. But I just wanted a place to come in. The tribe is putting a few community centers down for everybody, and that might work too. So, because other than maybe a boss fight or two or something to complete on this server, I don't know what I'm going to do over here, and I just don't have a lot of time for two big, huge bases. That's why I made kind of a tiny one over here. So I want to finish that up and see if I can finish it in this particular episode without taking too much time here, because what we're trying to accomplish here is setting up a nicer looking area, and I want to use crystal. I want to use crystal and glass. So, and that's going to require cementing paste and crystal. Now, we did farm some of that last night. And we were cooking metals. It looks like a lot of metals cooked last night for us. We're probably going to have to go on another metal run. So I'm going to clean out this forge right now. We're building everything in this particular crafting station. I think that I started storing all the charcoal in here, yes. I also realized too that I don't want to have a lot of tamed animals back and forth. I'm going to get a couple of really nice animals, and because I don't want to have to keep trying to take care of all these animals everywhere. And these animals are kind of, you know, I want to get into better animals. Like this one was just an emergency tame because he was down there, and I happened to have a saddle for him. But don't want to. I really don't want a whole big thing of animals here, so. So there we have it for now, and let's look into building this thing. So what we're going to look into first is getting rid of this bird, because he's just right in the way. So I'm going to just set him up here in his own little rock. So that I can run around like crazy. And I know I'm going to have to farm more metal to complete this whole thing, but see, look, I can make 6 already, so we're going to just make 6 of these to start with. That's not the one we're looking at. We want the glass. I think that's what we call it. Yeah, so we want the glass foundation structure, which we can make 9 of those, but we only need 6, so. I don't know. On this server, we just seem to be starving all the time. I feel like I have to eat. Every server's got, it seems like each server out of our cluster has different rules and things like that. But on this one, I just seem like I'm in this perpetual hunger all the time. So that's what we're doing there. I'm just gonna make a whole hut of this stuff. This is kind of weird. Oh my goodness. That is so weird. There's a particular gun that we have that we can use to make the transparencies of this stuff, and I'm just not gonna worry about the transparencies until we get it all set up, and then we'll go in and figure out how we want to do our transparencies. So I'm going to need 2 more of those. I'm trying to be careful and not click the button too fast because I don't want to waste resources. They're not as hard to obtain, but they're not super easy either, like wood or something. So I'm going to have to make probably another cementing paste run or something, but I'm hoping not to. I'm hoping I got enough to finish this. That is really weird. Oh my goodness. I kind of like it. This is going to be fun. So, see what else we can make before we have to go make a run for something. We want a couple of more walls. Let's see what these are. There's a ceiling. Okay, there's a double door frame. It's a large glass wall. It's as tall as 4 normal walls. Okay, that's when you get into the really... Wow, you could have a really big sprawling base like that. So, we don't want really the... Ooh. That's just a glass window. So, I know we're going to need the slope. We're going to need 2 of those and 2 of these. That's a big gate, which I might have to do. I'm going to have to do the glass gate down there instead of the stone one when all is said and done. So. Okay, that's a wall left, and that's a wall right. So I need another wall right. And that's what we're going to need is more crystal. There's a wall left. So let's just put these up that we have. We need to get a 5. I don't think these are going to snap over the ones that I already have, so I may have to just remove my roofing real quick. Maybe that'll fix the door issue too that I was having with the wood. Okay. Kind of has a metallic sound to it as well. So when I picked up, I didn't know I had all that wood on me. So that's another wall, right? Okay. Oh, this is gonna be so weird. So let's just throw this stuff in here. This was our everything. The blueprints I'm gonna keep with me right now. Boom, boom, boom. And the crafting station is this one right here. This is for building our base, so we're gonna just transfer the materials in there. Okay, I'm just getting rid of some of the stuff really quick because I don't like my inventory full. And just make sure everybody has everything there. Just going to transfer a stack of that meat. And we're going to get some water. Let's go down and grab some crystal. See, that crystal came right back. This is what I'm hoping for. This is as far up as that crystal went, so there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with the resources. How do I say this? When I build a base and I use my resources, you want it to respawn there. And I wasn't sure with that gate there if this was going to respawn or not. And I'm very excited that it did because it means that I can. It means that it's good for the community to come and get their resources, and I can still keep my base up here. It's not messing with any of the resources. And just so my tribe knows, or anybody on this server knows, I don't make it. It's hard to communicate with everybody on everything, but just so that you know, everything here is for the community. I don't mind anybody coming in and taking anything they want from here, even if you take everything and I come in and there's nothing here, because I'm not playing for the stuff here. I'm playing to have fun. Like, I live in the moment when I play my video games. I'm not worried about all of this stuff, and you had to learn in this game not to worry about this stuff because you lose it very quickly sometimes. Now the tames, you know, we all become attached to our little animals and stuff like that, and we can't help it. We try not to. We can't help it. But as far as this stuff and the resources, it's everybody's. I don't think we're going to have too much of a shortage of resources, but it's here if they need it. So if you're just running around and you really need some metal, and I have some in here, grab it. It doesn't bother me at all, because it just doesn't bother me. But it was really important that this was respawning, not just for building up here, but I want, you know, if you grab some crystal, I want people to come up here and be able to process things up in that little house up there if they want to, and it'll still respawn. Anyway, I've gone on and on about that, and what I really want to do is get some crystals. So I'm gonna run further down the mountain though. I know for sure this stuff respawns. I know that yellow one is tempting. That yellow beam. I should go over more what I get from those things. I just grab and go sometimes, and just a free carny there. Oh, there's an explorer note right here. Yay! I had no idea. Okay, I don't see any crystal, I do not see any crystal right here, so I'm going to take my bird. I know it's around here. I know there's a few more pockets, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get to it on foot without getting stuck. Because there's one thing about this game is we just don't, you You know, we just can't jump up mountains like Superman or something. I think they're trying to make it as realistic as possible, which is good. But you can get stuck pretty easy in places and little nooks and crannies. But let me just work with the crystal I have in my pocket right now. Because the resources are turned up on this server, so if I just tap something, you end up with quite a bit. So I might have enough to get a few more things built before I take off again. Gosh, I want to cook up that prime meat. No, I don't want to cook it up. It's going to just spoil before I make it. So I'm going to throw that in the... And throw that on my T-Rexer. Because he deserves some prime meat. I'm just getting rid of some of this meat right now because I don't need it right now. And I'll let the animals eat it. Okay. Back to building. So what I needed was a right one. A right triangle. No, we want metal. Glass. Okay. So we did a left. We need a right one. I'm just gonna double check because, you know, my memory's just not what it used to be. But I think we need a left one. This is a wood wall left, which I'm gonna take down right now. So I want a wall left. Because, you know, I've been known to press the wrong button at times, so I don't want to waste resources. Not these resources. Yeah, it's appropriate to have an all-glass house up here because the view is just incredible. This is what it's all about. So I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... of these glass walls. And that was this one. Glass wall. I need 6 of those. I can get 2 right now. Probably going to be metal ingots and crystals. So I knew I was going to need metal ingots at some point. I probably should have had some of those cooking while I was building, but you know. Okay. That didn't take the wood for some reason. But it did snap in there, right? Let me just pick it up. Oh! Forgot about that. Oh, I forgot about that. Okay, that was why it clicked like that. So there was a waste of resources. See, we just make mistakes sometimes. Okay. So I'm going to need another one of those. I knew better than that. I knew better than that. I really knew better than that. But here we are. Let it go. Let it go. There's that. Oh, I know how I got getting these resources because it's kind of like demolishing it. Puts it back in my inventory when it's done. So, metal, and I know for sure we're going to need more crystal. We're doing okay so far on the cementing paste because I would really like it if I didn't have to make another cementing paste run, but if I do, I do. It looks like the cementing paste is going to last. So, let me grab some crystal real quick and replace that thing I just destroyed because that's going to drive me crazy. I was going to take the bird for the crystal because we're going to run around the mountain and see if we can find any on the sides. I don't want to take that resource next to the the base right now. But I could have sworn there was lots of crystal tucked in here, besides just those two little veins that I saw right next to the base. So I'm just gonna look around here. I just can't resist these. I cannot resist them. I cannot resist them. But I'll show you what we just got. It gave us a GPS weapon. And another blueprint for flat boots. I like this. I don't have to go to the trouble of building a GPS. And the 0 spot is not a good place when you have stuff that steals your... Okay. I've never really used the GPS because I think that I understand them in concept, but I am not very good. Like I said in one of my videos already, that I'm not very good. I don't prefer the map and the directions. I like the visual. Yeah, I have to see where I'm going and know where I'm going that way. Well, crystal. I saw a few stuck guys on the side of the mountain, but I could have sworn there was more crystal on the side of this mountain. We've almost gone entirely all the way around. What are you guys doing? Those scorpions. You see? This is one of those things that on PvP they would probably take because, I mean, there is a few choke points here. But... looks like we're only going to get crystal from those two little sections, which kind of disappointing because I don't know if that's going to be enough. So yeah, let's go for another crystal run somewhere, see where we might find more crystal. But before I do that, I'm going to start grabbing some metal because we're going to want a ton of metal. Just going to fill up this Argentavius with a metal. If I can. And then we'll get that cooking. Putting it in the burden weight right now, just because I'm collecting. They get really excited when you level them up. I'll just keep an eye on his weight, because he's going to have to take my weight too. Which I don't think that she's very heavy. Ah, good, more metal. just on the back side. It's another good test too. We're gonna just take this down. It's within, oh, more. See, that's what I thought. So let's come around here. This will be another good, really good test to see how the resources go with me putting some stuff down right there. So we got crystal. And some metal. Let's get some of this metal cooking. So while I'm cooking metal, we don't need the wood right now that we have in here. Not right this minute, because we're not going to need it for what we're building, so I'm going to use the wood again. I'm only going to put a couple in there because I want to look into building another one of these forges, because get the metal cooking twice as fast. So we want the 20 woods for that. Refining forge, then we need some stone, hide, flint, and fiber. We're going to do the S refining forge. Putting the metal in there so we get the metal cooking up twice as fast. I was gonna need a rare mushroom for one of those recipes, but so we were gonna make the next. That's the left wall. I need the right wall. We want the right. Yeah, we just won't do that again. That was such a waste of resources. I really don't like that. When I do that. Did I just do the wrong side? That was left. And this is right. Sloped glass wall left. Left, right, left, right. I know my eyes are not seeing the wrong thing, but I don't understand why I'm having a hard time putting a left one and a right one up here. Could just be the way this is snapping up in there. Things are such a pain when they snap. Okay, this one needs to go the other way, guys. This needs to go the other way. Try Q or E. Okay, that's just really weird, guys. It should go this way, right? Why is this not cooperating? It was so much easier on the other side. There we go. I pressed the E button. And that seemed to kind of make it do what it needed to do. Except these are just a little off for some reason, so I'm going to try to redo this one. Okay, I'm not going to put that one up yet because it's just a little crooked from the doorway, and it might just have to do with this wooden door. So I'm going to need to make something to put that up on top. No, this one is off. That's just off. Okay, let's see what we can do here. See if I can make the doorway. I might not have enough. Might be waiting for metals. Yeah, we don't have any there, so. I know I have one of each, so I'm not going to make any more. Oh, I still got more in there. Put it in your fire. Put it in your fire. Put the metals. Don't keep them on your pocket. Alright. Go back in here. And see about the doorway. See if what kind of doorway. It looks like we're going to just get a double doorway frame. Ceiling, double doorway, double door structure. Wall, triangle. We get the triangle foundations. These are the behemoth things. Those are the super large ones that we're not going to use right now. That's super large. Okay, that's the door frame structure and the double door frame structure. I want just the regular one. And then the glass door. Alright. Maybe if I get this even all the way around here. That looks pretty even.
Incoming call from Ice James Writings.
Hello. Hi, sweetie. Oh, I'm just playing my game and recording again.